Hi guys, Meg Salter from Meridian Training and Consulting here. A few years ago, we did some mystery shopping with a fabulous client. They're a huge business turning over a lot of money, but they employed us to work with their sales force because they felt that their call centre in particular was not converting enough of the inquiry that was coming through. It was a really fun project, and we found for the most part the sales consultants were excellent. The product they were selling was incredible, their knowledge and enthusiasm for the product was second to none, and they were genuinely delightful people who could hold an interesting conversation and make the caller feel special. I get a bit nervous doing mystery shopping calls because I feel like I'll deal with someone amazing who will sell so effectively that I'll get out my credit card and actually make a purchase. One of the consultants nearly did this to me, but in most cases I need not have worried. Everything would go swimmingly until the end of the call, and all of a sudden the consultant would completely fall to pieces. They had no idea how to close the sale and would end the call with, so have a think about it and call me back in a few days, or here's my direct line for whenever you're ready. Very few consultants actually took the lead through that process. And as a potential customer, even though the rest of the call was exceptional, I hung up feeling like I was dealing with an excellent information service rather than a qualified salesperson. Closing the sale can make people nervous, and it's generally the missing link for a lot of consultants who are not converting their potential. We often get the feedback that salespeople don't want to be pushy, but closing the sale isn't being pushy. Closing the sale is being savvy and respectful. The customer wants you to remain in control. Here are a couple of tips to help you control the close. First of all, treat every customer like they are a sale. The majority of people who touch our businesses these days already have the information they need, and they already have an idea about how much it's going to cost them. Most of them have already made a buying decision, and that's why they're coming to you. If you treat them like someone who's shopping around, it's annoying and patronising. Give your customers the respect they deserve and help them buy. Secondly, don't wait until the end of the consultation to close a sale. We need to ask closing questions right from the get-go and ensure that we are closing at every step of the process. We can learn a lot from the way the internet closes a sale. At the end of every page or at every step, you have to choose yes or no before you can move on. There's no button down the bottom asking if you'd like to think about it or speak to your wife before making a decision. We need to do the same. Closing at each step is much more powerful than waiting until the end and crossing your fingers that you got everything right. Thirdly, make sure you have some strong closing questions prepared. Do you want to have a think about it? Have we covered everything? Or how does that sound? Are too ambiguous in the current market. Your close should be a closed-ended question that is constructed to get a yes response. For example, rather than, did you want to buy this today? You could say, so I feel like we've covered absolutely everything and we've found something that suits your needs. So shall we go ahead and lock this in now? It's a much stronger and more confident close that is very likely to get a yes response. Have a think about some effective closing questions for each stage of your typical consultation. Jot them down. If you need to, rewrite them so that you've got a few strong questions under your belt that are likely to elicit a yes. Thanks for watching today. If you feel that this is useful, please feel free to share and like with your friends and colleagues. If you'd like more information about how to control the close and sell effectively in the new market, check out our courses at www.iridian.com.au or contact us to arrange a free sales audit for your organisation or team on 1300 206 637.